In the golden hush of dawn, a lone hyena stands sentinel on the open savannah, her ears swiveling to catch the faintest rustle in the grass. For generations, the hyena's reputation has been shrouded in myth, cast as a skulking scavenger, a mere shadow in the wake of more celebrated predators. But step closer and the truth emerges. The hyena is not a thief, but a master hunter, a creature whose story is written in the dust and drama of the wild. The spotted hyena is a marvel of evolution, blending raw power with razor-sharp intelligence. Her body is built for endurance, muscles rippling beneath a mottled coat, jaws set with bone-crushing force. But it is her mind, and the minds of her clan, that truly set her apart. In the world of the hyena, survival is a symphony of strategy, communication, and cooperation. As the sun climbs higher, the clan assembles. A ripple of anticipation passes through the group, each member alert, attuned to the subtle cues of their companions. When the hunt begins, it is a display of breathtaking coordination. Hyenas fan out across the plain, their movements synchronized by instinct and experience. Some drive the herd, darting in with feints and nips, while others lie in wait, ready to intercept fleeing prey. Their quarry, fleet-footed antelope, powerful wildebeest, are formidable, but the hyena's relentless pursuit and tactical prowess tip the balance. The chase is a test of stamina and will. Hyenas can run for miles, their lungs and hearts built for endurance. When the moment comes, they strike with precision, powerful jaws clamping down, teamwork turning chaos into capture. Their bone-crushing teeth make short work of even the toughest hides, granting them access to the rich marrow within. This ability not only nourishes the clan, but ensures that nothing is wasted. In the heat of the hunt, the clan's social dynamics come alive. Each hyena knows her place. Some lead the charge, others flank the prey, and still others guard the rear. Their roles shift fluidly, adapting to the twists and turns of the chase. When facing larger prey such as wildebeest or zebra, the hyena's unity becomes their greatest weapon. They encircle their target, communicating with a chorus of whoops and cackles, each sound a signal in the intricate language of the hunt. Their vocalizations are more than mere noise. They are the threads that bind the clan together. A rising whoop rallies distant members, a sharp cackle signals a change in strategy, and a low growl warns of danger. In the thick of pursuit, these calls allow the hyenas to adjust their tactics in real time, outmaneuvering even the most agile prey. After the hunt, the bonds of the clan are reaffirmed. Victorious, the hyenas gather to share the spoils, their interactions a blend of competition and camaraderie. Grooming sessions soothe tensions, while playful nips and mock chases reinforce alliances. The matriarch, powerful and respected, ensures order is maintained, her authority woven into every aspect of clan life. Every hunt is a lesson, every encounter a chance to adapt. Hyenas are quick to learn, their strategies evolving with each challenge. They assess risks with a keen eye, shifting positions and tactics as the situation demands. Their intelligence is matched by their curiosity, and their ability to solve problems rivals that of the most cunning animals on the savannah. In the quiet after the hunt, a hyena stands tall, her silhouette etched against the rising sun. She is more than a predator. She is a leader, a strategist, and a survivor. Her strength is not just in muscle and bone, but in the unity of her clan and the depth of their social bonds. The famous laugh of the hyena is a symphony of meaning, a call that echoes across the grasslands, carrying messages of excitement, urgency, or warning. Each vocalization is a thread in the tapestry of clan life, connecting individuals across distance and time. Within the safety of the den, the next generation learns by watching and imitating. Cubs play at hunting, their games a rehearsal for the real thing. Mothers are fiercely protective, nurturing their young with patience and care, ensuring the legacy of the clan endures. As dusk falls, the clan moves as one, resting, grooming, and preparing for the next hunt. Their story is one of power, resilience, and unity. In the heart of the savannah, the hyena reigns not as a villain, but as a master of survival, a true hunter whose tale is as rich and complex as the land itself. In the heart of the savannah, a drama unfolds each day, one where the rules of power are unlike anywhere else in the animal kingdom. Here in the world of hyenas, it is the females who reign supreme. Their dominance is not just a quirk of nature, but the very foundation upon which their society is built. Every sunrise brings a new chapter in the ongoing saga of matriarchal rule, where the fate of the clan rests in the paws of its most formidable members. Spotted hyenas live in tightly knit clans, sometimes numbering up to 80 individuals, and at the center of it all stands the matriarch. She is larger, more muscular, and more assertive than any male. Her presence is unmistakable, her head held high, her stride confident, her gaze commanding instant respect. Around her, daughters and sisters form an inner circle, their status inherited from birth, while males linger at the edges, ever watchful and deferential. The matriarch's authority is absolute, but it is not without challenge. Power struggles simmer beneath the surface as ambitious daughters and rival females test the boundaries of their rank. These contests are rarely violent, but they are intense, measured in subtle gestures, postures, and the careful dance of dominance and submission. A flick of the tail, a raised hackle, a low growl, each signal is a thread in the intricate tapestry of hyena society. The matriarch's decisions ripple through the clan. She leads the hunt, decides when and where to move, and determines who eats first at a fresh kill. Her daughters, next in line, learn by her side, absorbing the nuances of leadership and the art of maintaining order. The hierarchy is strict, and every member knows their place. Even the youngest cubs sense the invisible lines of power that shape their world. For the males, life is a lesson in humility. No matter their age or strength, they are outranked by even the lowest-ranking female. To survive and find acceptance, they must approach with heads lowered, bodies crouched and tails tucked, a living display of submission. Their days are spent on the periphery, watching, waiting, and hoping for a moment of favor from the powerful females at the core. Mating is a privilege, not a right, and it is the females who choose. Males may wait for months, even years, for a chance to prove themselves worthy. Courtship is a delicate ritual, with males offering gestures of respect and patience, while females scrutinize every move. Only the most persistent and respectful are granted the opportunity to pass on their genes. The heart of the clan beats strongest around the mothers and their cubs. Females fiercely defend their young, forming protective circles and sharing food with their kin. Cubs born to high-ranking mothers inherit their status, while those of lower rank must navigate a world of competition and challenge. Yet, the unity of the female line ensures that the next generation is nurtured, taught, and shielded from harm. This matriarchal order is not just about dominance, it is about cooperation. The clan moves as one, hunting in coordinated groups, sharing the spoils, and defending their territory against rivals. Disputes are settled quickly, and the matriarch's authority keeps aggression in check, allowing the group to thrive in a landscape where only the strongest survive. Over generations, evolution has refined this social structure, making hyenas some of the most adaptable and successful predators on the savannah. Their ability to endure drought, famine, and fierce competition is a testament to the strength of their matriarchal society. The matriarch's wisdom, courage, and resilience set the tone for the entire clan. Her leadership is not just about brute strength, but about intelligence, strategy, and the ability to unite her followers in the face of adversity. In this world, female power is not a curiosity, it is the secret to survival. The matriarch's legacy is written in the thriving generations that follow, in the territory defended, and in the harmony she maintains among her kin. The Society of Hyenas stands as a living testament to the strength of female leadership. Here, mothers, daughters, and sisters shape the destiny of the clan, proving that in the wild, as in life, true power often lies in unity, wisdom, and the unbreakable bonds of the matriarchal line. In the golden light of the savannah, hyenas gather, their world alive with a tapestry of sounds and subtle gestures. Communication is the invisible thread weaving their society together, binding each member to the next in a complex web of relationships. Their voices rise and fall in a chorus, grunts, giggles, whoops, and cackles, each note carrying meaning. The hyena's vocal repertoire is among the richest in Africa, a language shaped by the demands of survival and the intricacies of clan life. The iconic laugh, sharp and staccato, ripples through the air. It is not a sign of amusement, but a signal of tension, excitement, anxiety, or uncertainty, broadcast to the group in moments of anticipation or conflict. Then comes the haunting whoop, a long, rising call that echoes across the plains. This sound can travel for miles, a beacon in the vastness, summoning distant clan members to join forces, whether for a hunt, a defense, or a reunion after a long night. Within the clan, a dozen distinct vocalizations flow between individuals. Each call is a message, a greeting, a warning, a plea for help, or a declaration of rank. The air is thick with meaning and every sound a thread in the social fabric. Hyenas are keen listeners, attuned to the unique timbre of each voice. They recognize not only the caller, but the caller's place in the hierarchy, an auditory map of their society, guiding every interaction. Yet sound is only half the story. The language of the hyena is written in posture and movement, in the flick of a tail or the arch of a back. Body language is a silent conversation, as rich and nuanced as any spoken word. A raised tail signals confidence or dominance, while a lowered one hints at submission. Bristling fur, a sudden stiffening, or a sidelong glance, all are signals instantly understood by those who share this secret code. In moments of confrontation, piloerection, fur standing on end, transforms a hyena's silhouette, making it appear larger and more formidable. This display can diffuse tension or escalate a standoff, depending on the response it provokes. Together, these vocal and visual cues form a dual system, a symphony of signals that maintains order and harmony within the clan. Every gesture, every sound, is a note in the ongoing composition of hyena society. Through this intricate language, bonds are forged and tested, alliances made and broken, grooming, nuzzling and playful sparring reinforce connections, while subtle signals keep the peace or challenge the status quo. In the end, the language of the hyena is a masterpiece of evolution, a living code shaped by the needs of survival and the demands of a society where every member must find their place. It is this language, both spoken and silent, that allows hyenas to thrive as true masters of the savannah. In the heart of the savannah, as the first golden rays of dawn stretch across the grass, a hyena clan stirs. Social bonds are the invisible threads that hold their world together, and at the center of this intricate web lies the sacred greeting ritual, a ceremony as old as the clan itself. When two clan members approach, the ritual begins with a careful choreography. They stand side by side, bodies tense with anticipation. One hyena lifts a hind leg, exposing the scent glands beneath its tail, while the other leans in, nose twitching, to inhale the unique aroma. This exchange is not rushed, it is deliberate, almost reverent, as each hyena gathers vital information. Every detail matters, the angle of the head, the flick of an ear, the subtle shift in posture. Through this intimate contact, hyenas decode a wealth of secrets: identity, rank, reproductive status, even recent meals. The ritual is their handshake, their introduction, and their passport to acceptance. The ritual is steeped in hierarchy. Subordinate hyenas approach with lowered heads and tails, signaling respect. They initiate the greeting, pausing just long enough for the dominant animal to accept or reject the gesture. Averted eyes and crouched bodies speak volumes, ensuring that boundaries are honored and tempers kept in check. These ceremonies unfold in every corner of clan life, at the den as the sun rises, beside a fresh kill where tension runs high, or during dusk patrols when the world is painted in shadow. Each setting brings its own flavor to the ritual, but the purpose remains the same: to ease tension, reaffirm alliances, and prevent the spark of conflict. In some clans, the ritual is brief and businesslike, a quick exchange before moving on. In others, it is drawn out, with multiple pairs greeting in succession, weaving a tapestry of connection that binds the group together. Dominant females may receive the most elaborate greetings, their status reinforced with every deferential gesture. Once the ritual is complete, a sense of calm settles over the group. Tension melts away and the hyenas rest side by side, secure in their place within the clan's hierarchy. The ritual is a silent contract, a promise of peace among powerful predators. Sometimes the greeting is followed by gentle nuzzling or grooming, further strengthening the bonds of trust and loyalty. These moments of tenderness are the glue that holds the clan together through hardship and rivalry. When the entire clan gathers, the air is alive with movement, pairs greeting, tails wagging, a chorus of low whoops and giggles. The ritual becomes a celebration of unity, a living testament to the strength of their society. For hyenas, the greeting ritual is more than a custom. It is the heartbeat of their world, a daily affirmation that in the wild tapestry of the savannah, connection and belonging are the keys to survival. In the heart of the savannah, the future of the hyena clan is nurtured within a remarkable communal crèche, a bustling nursery carved into the earth, hidden among tangled grasses and shaded by acacia trees. Here the den is alive with the sounds of dozens of cubs, all raised together in a labyrinth of interconnected tunnels and chambers. After a few weeks of seclusion, mothers gently guide their tiny, spotted cubs to this communal nursery, where the young are introduced to the vibrant society of their peers. Under the vigilant gaze of the clan, cubs tumble and chase, learning the subtle language of dominance and submission through playful nips and mock battles. Life in the crèche begins with fierce competition. Siblings and den mates wrestle for access to the best spots and the most attention. Among same-sex twins, rivalry can be intense, sometimes escalating to deadly siblicide, as only the strongest may survive these early trials. Yet, as days pass, the chaos of competition softens into cooperation and bonds begin to form. Through endless games of wrestling and chasing, cubs establish a complex social hierarchy, each learning their place within the clan's intricate order. Play is more than fun. It is practice for adulthood, as cubs mimic the stalking, pouncing and teamwork that will one day make them formidable hunters. Each mother nurses only her own offspring, fiercely protective and attentive, ensuring her cubs receive the nourishment they need. Meanwhile, vigilant adults, often high-ranking females and loyal subordinates, stand guard at the den's entrance, ever watchful for lurking dangers. This communal system allows mothers to leave in search of food, confident that the den is protected by the collective strength of the clan. Within the safety of the crèche, cubs nap, play and explore, sheltered from the perils of the outside world. Every day they watch and imitate the adults, absorbing the subtle cues and rituals that define hyena society. Cubs inherit their mother's rank, practicing the greetings and displays that will one day determine their own place in the clan. The den is both nursery and school, a place of learning, rivalry and kinship where every lesson is vital for survival. Through this intricate web of communal care, the clan's social order is forged and preserved, ensuring the next generation is ready to take its place among the masters of the savannah. The savannah is a living battlefield where every sunrise brings the promise of new conflict and shifting fortunes. Here, hyena clans are not mere scavengers but master tacticians, adept at reading the land, sensing opportunity and forging alliances that can mean the difference between survival and extinction. Their world is one of constant vigilance, where every shadow could conceal a rival and every call in the night might signal the start of war. Each clan's territory is a precious prize, fiercely guarded and meticulously maintained. Scent marks and communal latrines are more than mere boundaries. They are declarations of ownership, warnings to outsiders and rallying points for the clan. Patrols move like clockwork, with sentinels scanning the horizon and scouts reading the subtle signs left by intruders. Every blade of grass, every tree is mapped in the minds of the clan, and any breach is met with swift, coordinated response. When rival clans approach, the tension is electric. The air fills with a chorus of whoops, cackles and growls, each vocalization a coded message, a challenge or a call for reinforcements. Hyenas bristle, tails arching high, manes standing on end as they size up their opponents. These confrontations are as much psychological warfare as physical, with each side striving to outnumber, outmaneuver, and out-intimidate the other, hoping to force a retreat without bloodshed. But when neither side yields, the savannah erupts into chaos. Clans surge forward in a blur of muscle and fury, jaws snapping, dust swirling in the golden light. Battles are brutal and unpredictable, with shifting lines and sudden ambushes. Hyenas fight not just for territory, but for access to life-sustaining resources, waterholes, hunting grounds, and the safety of hidden dens. Every victory reshapes the map, and every defeat leaves scars that linger long after the dust settles. The ancient rivalry with lions adds another layer of complexity. Both predators are locked in a perpetual contest for dominance, circling each other over fresh kills, testing the strength and resolve of their adversaries. Sometimes these encounters escalate into open warfare, with each side risking everything to protect their young and secure their share of the savannah's bounty. The loss of a cub or the theft of a carcass can ignite vendettas that echo through generations. In these high-stakes confrontations, numbers and unity are the ultimate weapons. A tightly knit hyena clan, moving as one, can overwhelm even the most formidable lion, driving them from a hard-won meal. But a lone hyena cut off from its kin is vulnerable, quickly scattered by a pride's coordinated assault. Every encounter is a test of strategy, courage, and the unbreakable bonds that hold the clan together. Yet the greatest threats often come from within. The death of a matriarch plunges the clan into turmoil as ambitious rivals circle and challenge each other for supremacy. Old alliances fracture, new ones are forged in secret, and every hyena must choose a side. These internal battles are as fierce and consequential as any fought on the open plain, reshaping the clan's hierarchy and determining its future. For newcomers, especially young males, the path to power is long and treacherous. Arriving as outsiders, they begin at the lowest rung, forced to prove their worth through patience, cunning, and the careful cultivation of alliances. Every gesture, every interaction, is a calculated move in the ongoing game of dominance and submission. Only the most resourceful and persistent will rise, slowly earning trust and status within the clan's intricate social web. The fabric of hyena society is woven from countless threads of loyalty, rivalry, and ambition. Internal politics and external threats are inextricably linked, with every day bringing new challenges and shifting allegiances. Cooperation and betrayal walk hand in hand as hyenas navigate a world where today's ally may become tomorrow's adversary. In this ever-changing landscape, power is never absolute. It must be earned, defended, and, when the time comes, fiercely contested. For the hyenas of the savannah, every battle, every alliance, and every act of defiance shapes not just their own fate, but the destiny of the entire clan. As dawn breaks over the endless savannah, hyenas emerge from their dens, their silhouettes weaving through golden grass. These remarkable creatures are not just inhabitants of this vast landscape. They are its architects, shaping the very fabric of life that thrives here. As top predators, hyenas orchestrate the delicate balance between predator and prey. Their keen senses and relentless pursuit keep herds of wildebeest, antelope, and zebra in constant motion, preventing any one species from overwhelming the plains. By controlling herbivore populations, hyenas ensure that the grasses are not stripped bare, allowing the savanna to remain lush and vibrant. With sharp eyes, they single out the weak, the sick, and the old. Each hunt is a test of nature's resilience as hyenas cull those least fit to survive. This relentless selection strengthens the gene pools of their prey, ensuring that only the healthiest animals pass on their legacy. But the hyena's role does not end with the hunt. Their powerful jaws crush bones that no other predator can touch, unlocking nutrients hidden within. As they feast on the remains of the fallen, they transform death into sustenance, leaving nothing to waste. Their scavenging is nature's clean-up crew. By devouring bones and carrion, hyenas prevent the spread of disease and hasten the return of minerals to the soil. In their wake, the earth is renewed, and the cycle of life continues unbroken. The savannah is a stage for fierce rivalries. Hyenas and lions, eternal adversaries, shape each other's destinies. Their clashes ripple through the ecosystem, influencing where herds graze, where predators roam, and how every creature navigates the landscape of fear. Where hyenas thrive, the land flourishes. Their presence is the difference between a savanna teeming with life and one slipping into chaos. Without them, the balance would tip. Herds would overgraze, disease would spread, and the intricate web of life would unravel. Within their clans, hyenas display extraordinary cooperation and intelligence. Their social bonds and teamwork allow them to solve problems, defend territory, and access food that would be impossible alone. These secret societies are the engine that drives their success. As the sun sets, hyenas gather in the twilight, their calls echoing across the plains. They are the silent guardians of the savannah, their hidden world essential to the health and harmony of this wild kingdom. The secret societies of hyenas are not just survivors, they are the heartbeat of the savannah itself. In the heart of the savannah, hyenas awaken each day to a world in flux. The once familiar grasslands are shifting. Rains come late and the rivers run dry for longer stretches. The air is thick with the scent of change, and every step across the cracked earth is a test of resilience. As the land transforms, prey herds grow smaller and more elusive, forcing hyenas to roam farther and riskier distances in search of food. The once abundant wildebeest and zebra now move in unpredictable patterns driven by the shifting climate. Competition intensifies. Lions, leopards, and wild dogs prowl the same shrinking territories, each predator vying for a share of the dwindling bounty. Every hunt becomes a high-stakes contest where cunning and cooperation are the keys to survival. Hyenas adapt with remarkable ingenuity. They shift their hunting hours, moving under the cover of darkness or in the cool before dawn. Their powerful jaws crack open bones left behind by others, extracting nourishment where few can. Within the clan, social bonds grow ever more vital. Communication, through calls, postures, and subtle gestures, guides the group through uncertainty. The matriarch leads with wisdom, steering her family toward hidden waterholes and overlooked opportunities. Even as the world changes around them, hyenas endure, adapting, learning, and surviving against the odds. Their story is one of tenacity, intelligence, and the unbreakable will to thrive in a landscape that tests them at every turn. The secrets of their survival, their social complexity, and their adaptability remain a source of fascination for those who watch and wonder. In the fading light, the hyena's silhouette moves across the ancient land, a silent testament to the enduring spirit of the savannah's hidden rulers. In the golden hush of dawn, a matriarch surveys her kingdom from a rocky throne, her eyes catching the first light as it spills across the endless savannah. This is not the realm of villains, but of rulers, intelligent, resourceful, and bound by ancient codes of kinship and survival. Hyenas are the silent architects of balance, their presence shaping the lives of countless creatures. They are the unseen custodians, cleaning the land of disease by consuming what others leave behind, ensuring the savannah thrives in a delicate, perpetual dance. When hyenas vanish, the consequences ripple outward. Carcasses linger, disease festers, and the intricate web that binds predator and prey begins to unravel. The grass grows too tall, the grazers grow wary, and the pulse of the wild falters. Every whoop and cackle signals a thriving world, one where zebras, wildebeest, and birds all find their place. The hyena's fate is woven into the destiny of every creature that calls this land home. To protect the hyena is to safeguard the heartbeat of the savannah itself. Let their haunting calls echo beneath the stars, a promise that this wild, intricate world endures, untamed, unbroken, and whole. And beneath the spotted coats and powerful jaws lies a mind as formidable as any on the savannah. Hyenas are not just survivors, they are thinkers, strategists, and innovators. In the wild, they solve puzzles that challenge even the most cunning predators. Watch as a hyena approaches a sealed bone, testing every angle, nudging, rolling, and finally cracking it open with a calculated bite. Their intelligence shines brightest during hunts. A clan will split into groups, flanking prey with flawless coordination, communicating through a secret language of whoops and yips. Each move is deliberate, each decision a result of careful observation and memory. They remember the movements of herds, the location of hidden water, and the subtle cues that signal opportunity or danger. Hyenas have even been seen using tools, dragging sticks to dislodge food from tight crevices, or using water to soften tough hides for easier feeding. They adapt quickly, experimenting and learning from each other, passing down knowledge through generations. In their social world, complex hierarchies and shifting alliances reveal a depth of understanding. Subtle gestures, postures, and vocalizations form an intricate web of social cues, allowing them to navigate the ever-changing politics of the clan. This intelligence is not just a tool for survival, it is the key to their success, enabling hyenas to thrive in a world of constant change and challenge. In every glinting eye there is curiosity, cunning, and the spark of innovation, traits that have made them the true masterminds of the savannah. Across the vast plains, hyenas share their world with formidable rivals, lions, leopards, and African wild dogs. These encounters are a constant test of wit, strength, and adaptability. With lions, the relationship is defined by fierce competition. Both species vie for territory, food, and dominance. A single lioness may attempt to intimidate a small group of hyenas, but when the clan gathers, the balance shifts. Hyenas circle, vocalizing and posturing, sometimes forcing lions to abandon a hard-earned meal. Yet, the tables can quickly turn. A pride of lions can overpower even the boldest hyena clan, leading to tense standoffs that echo across the savannah. Leopards, stealthy and solitary, pose a different challenge. They are masters of secrecy, often dragging their kills into trees to escape detection. But hyenas are relentless trackers, following scent trails and patiently waiting beneath branches for scraps to fall. Occasionally, a bold hyena will leap to snatch a morsel while the leopard hisses above, unwilling to risk a direct fight. The dynamic with African wild dogs is more complex. Both species are skilled hunters, and their paths often cross at the sight of a fresh kill. Sometimes wild dogs and hyenas engage in noisy, chaotic confrontations, each trying to outmaneuver the other. Yet there are moments of uneasy tolerance. When prey is abundant, the two predators may feed in uneasy proximity, each respecting the other's tenacity. These interactions are more than battles over food. They are a dance of survival, strategy, and respect. Every encounter shapes the delicate balance of power on the savannah, forging a landscape where cunning, cooperation, and competition are the keys to enduring another day. In the annals of Earth's history, the hyena's story is one of remarkable evolution and adaptation. To understand these enigmatic creatures, we must travel back millions of years to a time when their ancient ancestors roamed a very different world. Fossil discoveries reveal that the lineage of hyenas began around 22 million years ago in the Miocene epoch. Early hyenas were vastly different from the cunning scavengers we know today. Some were more akin to modern civets and mongooses, small and agile, with a diet that included insects and small vertebrates. As the climate shifted and ecosystems transformed, so too did the hyenas. Around 10 million years ago, the family diversified into two main branches, the bone-crushing hyenas and the dog-like hyenas. The former, ancestors of today's spotted, brown and striped hyenas, developed powerful jaws capable of cracking open bones, allowing them to access the rich marrow within, a crucial adaptation in a world where food was often scarce. These bone crushers thrived in open grasslands and savannas where their robust physique and formidable bite force gave them an edge in both hunting and scavenging. Over time, they became increasingly social, forming complex clans to better exploit resources and protect their young. The dog-like hyenas, on the other hand, were more suited to a life of pursuit. Leaner and more fleet-footed, they chased down prey across varied terrains. However, this lineage eventually faded, leaving the bone-crushing hyenas as the dominant survivors. Unique traits continued to develop. The spotted hyena in particular evolved a matriarchal society with females larger and more dominant than males, a rarity among mammals. Their vocalizations became more intricate, serving as a sophisticated means of communication within their communities. Each fossil unearthed, each ancient bone fragment, tells a part of this epic tale. From the plains of Africa to the distant reaches of Asia and Europe, hyenas adapted, survived, and thrived, leaving behind clues to their enduring legacy. Today, as we witness the hyenas of the modern savannah, we see the culmination of millions of years of evolution, a testament to their resilience and adaptability. These hidden rulers of the wild are not just survivors of the present, but echoes of an ancient past etched into the very bones of the earth. Across the animal kingdoms of the savannah, hyenas are not just another predator, they are woven into the very fabric of the wild's unspoken law. To the lions, hyenas are cunning adversaries, embodying the trickster spirit, always lurking at the edges of the pride's domain, testing boundaries and resilience. Elephants, with their deep memory, recognize hyenas as persistent opportunists, symbols of patience and the enduring cycle of life and death. For the zebras and antelopes, the distant whoops and cackles of hyenas are omens, a sound that signals both danger and the relentless balance of nature. Within the intricate societies of vultures and jackals, hyenas are seen as the ultimate recyclers. They are the gatekeepers of the great feast, often arriving first to unlock the bounty of a fallen giant with their bone-crushing jaws. This role is not just practical but symbolic, marking them as vital custodians in the animal world's own mythology, a force that ensures nothing is wasted, and every life returns to the earth. Even among the smaller creatures, the legend of the hyena persists. Meerkats and ground squirrels, ever watchful, pass down tales of the night stalker whose shadow brings both fear and a strange sense of order. The hyena, in their stories, represents the unpredictable twist of fate, a reminder that survival favors neither the strongest nor the swiftest, but the most adaptable. In the ecological tapestry of the wild, hyenas are more than mere actors. They are symbols of resilience, adaptability, and the intricate dance of predator and prey. Their presence in the myths and legends of animal society is a testament to their undeniable influence, an enduring figure in the untold stories of the savannah.